Hey guys, so one of the most easiest ways in which you can pull in high intent leads, especially from LinkedIn, is from your competitors' posts. So if someone is interacting with your competitor, and it's a organic interaction, not something like they're just following them or liking their post for the sake of it. If it's an organic interaction, it signifies a very nice intent that they are interested in your line of products, and then you can build upon that, maybe reference that, not hard reference it, but utilize it in your outreach. So ad creator is small workflow surrounding that, so we'll just walk you through it. Here what we are doing essentially is maintaining a static list of creators on LinkedIn that we are like regularly pulling posts from. And then for each of those posts, we're finding the reactors, interactors, and then all of them are being pushed to a different grid wherein we are operating on each of those posts and their subjective reactors and interactors, and then we are sending out outreach. So I'll just walk you through it. Here in the first grid, it's fairly simple. We are just having static input columns where we are putting in whom we are trying to reach out to. Oh, no, sorry, which posts we are trying to track. And then using our internal tools, we first find out all the recent posts available, and then we just split it inside another grid. And here's the second tier to the workflow, wherein we have all of the posts and their basic information like the number of likes, number of comments, the post text, and the post link, etc. So we do a little bit of deduplication on the post link itself so that we don't consistently reach out to the same people, and we can avoid reaching out to the context of the same post. It's in bad taste, to be very honest. And since we already have the number of comments and the number of likes, we can also qualify these posts. So if we don't want to reach out to posts that were like usually people tend to interact with posts that provide some kind of value. So if there's a high amount of interaction, so you can take a fair assumption that there was some kind of value associated with it. And there's a chance of, if you remember, I mentioned the organic interaction, the chance of that organic interaction is higher. So I have also implemented something similar dependent on the number of likes and the number of comments. So what I'm doing is, since these are not exactly LinkedIn influencers, but sort of founders, founding members, etc. So there's a high chance that they won't have those crazy interaction counts. But I'm only looking towards posts that are to the north of like 200 likes plus comments. And while I myself am not utilizing the post text in the outreach, you can feel free to do so. We have that initialized, and you can utilize that to create a copy to reach out to them. So yeah, each of these posts are initiated here. We just flag whether I should run it or not. And then for each of these, we have an internal tool that allows us to find the commenters and reactors for each of these posts. So we just run those, and then we have the third layer and the final layer where we are maintaining the contact level data. Now, as you would notice, from just four LinkedIn creators or founders, we were able to find 4,000 contacts who have some kind of intent towards our product line. Now, obviously, we ourselves filter them quite a lot so that we only reach out to people who are relevant to us. And this is something that we recommend to all of our users as well. And once that is done, a layer of deduplication happens here as well on their LinkedIn URL. And we just simply find some basic details to further qualify these contacts. And after all the qualification is done, and we also reference our HubSpot, actually. I think it's happening right here. Yep. To see if we are already in touch with those guys, if they are already in some kind of sales stage, then we can avoid reaching out to them. We find the email using our internal waterfall. Everything is inside the grid itself. All you really need to care about in this workflow is entering the name and the LinkedIn URL of the person that you want to track. Everything else it handles on its own. Deduplication, ICP flagging, etc. Everything is there. One change that I would recommend is if you go to the ICP column and replace this with your ICP. Currently it is set to our ICP. And once all of that is done, we do a little bit of normalization because we will be utilizing it in our outreach. So usually these companies would have some kind of emoticons or excess text. So we'll just remove that, sort of normalize it so that it seems that a human has written it. And currently we're pushing it to Hey Reach, but in your case, you can push it to Instantly, Outreach, Lemlist, whatever you want. And yeah, so this was the workflow. If you have any questions, do reach out to us and we'll be happy to help. Cheers.